Hello friends, welcome back to our second phone banking training. We are making a new video now because the Biden website has gone through a cool upgrade and we're now using a different program to do phone banking with Biden. So we're back for another training so that everyone can get started, keep phone banking. Phone banking is super important. Studies on phone banking have proven that phone calls really do boost voter turnout. We can't canvass this year, so phone banking is the number one way we're going to increase support, knock up those percentage points for Biden. Now, with the updated phone banking program, we are only calling into battleground states. So for phone banking, things you're going to need is a computer. You're going to need your phone, obviously. You're going to need to be on Wi-Fi, of course, have connection. And then this program, you can only run it through Chrome or Firefox. So I'm on Chrome today. And then headphones are recommended. You don't need them, but they definitely will help. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to head to joebiden.com. Go down to the Action Center. You're going to go to Make Phone Calls for Joe. You're going to head here. Once you get here, just plug in all your information for these boxes, and we're making calls now. And it'll take you right to the program. So now you're going to get to these, just fill in your information, get your login. So once you put all your information, you're going to get a login ID and password for this program. Your login ID and password change every time, so you don't need to save this. It's specific for each kind of phone bank you do. So I just copy and paste it in. So you don't have to save it. You don't have to make an account. All right, awesome. So we've logged in with our stuff. Now you're going to select a service. We're going to be calling DEM 2020 Victory distributed callers unless you're specifically told to do a specific service like call into North Carolina, just do distributed. And then make sure you uncheck this box doing call using computer. It's a lot easier to just use your phone. And we're going to sign in. We are on the phone bank page. Once you arrive to the phone bank program, the instructions to call in are right here on the screen. What you're going to do with this is you're going to call this phone number on the phone, on your cell phone, your telephone, whatever you're using to do the phone banking. And once you call in, it's going to ask you to enter a code, and the code is right here. And once you call that, you will be connected to the phone bank.
You are now connected.
All right, so that sound means my phone is now connected to my computer and the phone banking program. Once I hear that, I'm just going to put my phone down off to the side. Everything you need to do in the phone bank, including hanging up, starting new calls, it's all going to be happening on your computer. You just stay dialed into this number, and your computer will be doing all of the work for you. So when I'm ready to begin, I'm going to hit that click here to start calling button and get started. When you connect to a call, you will hear a beep. This beep means that the person you are calling has already said hello. So that beep means you just get started right away with the script. They've already said their greeting. Their contact information is going to be appearing at the left side of the screen. That's where you'll see their name and how to address them. And when you connect to a call, your script is going to pop up on the screen. And here, we're going to kind of walk through the script right here. This is just an example one. They'll kind of change as time goes on. But the first thing you're going to do is obviously introduce yourself. Then you will address the person you have called, and depending on their response, you are going to click the appropriate box. So talking to correct person, we'll kind of go through that later. Busy, not home, if they can't talk, if someone else picks up the phone, whatever we need to call them back, that's there. Moved, self-explanatory, deceased, wrong number. Out of service calls will mostly be filtered out by the system, but if it does connect and it gives you kind of that service line where the phone number has been disconnected, then you click that one. Now, these two in black are really important, and you do not want to use them lightly, because when you choose these, the caller's contact will be removed from our system and we'll never be able to talk to them again. So refused and hostile are for people who ask you to stop calling them, or are aggressive with you, which is super rare and will likely not happen. And hang up, of course, is if you start talking and the person hangs up in the middle of the call. And then other language, obviously, if they are speaking a different language, if you're able to respond in that language, go for it. So once you are able to discern what type of caller you have and which kind of these categories the person you're talking to fills, you have to select it. And when you select wrong number or moved or talking to the correct person, the appropriate script is going to pop down that you are going to follow. So say you do get the right person, which you likely will, you will select the talking to correct person option, and the rest of the Phonebank script will appear. As you continue asking the caller questions, you're going to select the response that best matches their response, and every response you select will come with another piece of the script. It'll all just drop down, so just keep hitting those boxes as the caller responds to you, and the script will guide you through it. One ask we have on the Phonebank script at the moment is the ask to volunteer. So when you ask a supporter if they would like to volunteer, you're going to have to fill out a form with their contact information. So if they say yes, the kind of form button will pop up. It's right on my screen in the blue. And you will have to ask the caller for various pieces of their contact information so that we can submit that info back to the Joe Biden campaign. When you do arrive at the end of the script and it's time to say goodbye to your caller and hang up the phone, make sure you do not hang up on your actual calling device or cell phone. Rather, you're going to look for the red end call button on the left of your screen and click that to hang up on the caller. Your next step is going to happen right under that end call button. You're going to have to choose the appropriate term code to match with your call. To figure out which term code you're going to choose, look at the bottom of your script. Under that, do not hang up your phone line. You're going to see highlighted in black what term code you're going to choose. Again, this term code is based off of the responses of your caller that you are then logging by clicking those buttons throughout the script. Selecting the correct term code is very important because it determines whether we're going to reach out to that person again, whether they're going to go back into our Phonebank database, and it also saves the call and submits it. So this is a very important step. And once you submit it, it's going to immediately take you through to your next caller. And all you have to do is wait for that beep and get started on the script again. The calls are going to continue to come automatically. It's not like our last Phonebank dialer where you got to plug in the numbers as you choose and kind of takes breaks when you wanted to. So if you do want to take a break, just go to the top left of your screen and click that ready button and select not ready, and the dialer will pause for a moment and not load up any more calls until you go back in and select that you are ready, and then you can get calling again. When you're done phone banking for the day and ready to log out, you're going to go and make sure you're in the not ready mode again in the top left of your screen, and then go to the top right of your screen where you're going to see Dem 2020 Victory. Click that, and that is where you're going to log out from the phone bank. And make sure before you log out, you take note of your connected calls, write that down somewhere so that you know how many people you were able to call that day. All right, that's it. Good luck phone banking.